Hello, I'd like to welcome y'all here today for our talk on a career and college ready-based program, basically redesigning a ninth grade experience. And my focus more on this was in the creation and fixing your ninth grade academies, if you have one. Why is this so important, and why is this near and dear to my heart? I've taught ninth graders exclusively for 20 years, as long as I've been teaching. Pardon. And why? Because I was told I can handle them. And unfortunately, I guess my strength is also a weakness in that I don't get to see the seniors and the more adult students. But ninth graders are a special breed, and it is the most, and it's the most crucial grade out of the whole 12 years, 13 years that they are a student. The ninth grade makes or breaks their high school career. The ninth grade determines the colleges they go to. If they start poorly off in the ninth grade, it's so much harder to get back on track. What we know about the high school or ninth grade experience, the failure rate is higher than any other grade level. Almost half of the dropouts acknowledged that when they came into high school, they weren't prepared. And 25% dropout rate in the entire nation, 1 in 4 kids. It's terrible. And a high school dropout costs us anywhere between $3,000 to $5,000 a year. We need to redesign the ninth grade experience in order to improve graduation rates and get them college ready and career ready. How do you know if you need to fix your ninth grade at the school? Think about the 90 rule, 90%. Well, 90% of our ninth graders enroll as seniors 3 years later. Will they pass English 1 and Algebra 1 their first year? Will 90% of them perform at grade level? That's the big three. If you can't answer yes to all of those, you need to rethink the ninth grade experience. Other things to look at are, do we have career and college ready options that they can look at? Can they explore it? Do they have the opportunities to look ahead to the future? And can they read and comprehend text? When you look at what works in a ninth grade effective experience, early orientation, a ninth grade academy, specialized courses for the ninth graders, their guidance, their advisement, the support, and a no-zero policy. These are very crucial in making the students' ninth grade experience productive. And we'll go through these step by step. When we apply these best practices, early orientation, preparing them, and it has to start at middle school. The middle school needs to be aligned with the academic curriculum and assignments and assessments that are comparable to high school standards. They need regular meetings and messages to go out to the parents and the students. So in the future, when they go into high school, they will be prepared. They'll know what to expect. They won't be as scared. Walk through visits during that middle school, during the middle school years, so they know what the school looks like. So they will know, where each wing is, where the building is, and they're not scared. And finally, for the weaker students, we provide a summer bridge to help improve their English and their math as they go into the high school, the ninth grade level. Because once again, it is the most crucial grade that we have. When we look at the ninth grade academy and what makes ninth grade academies work, it's a smaller setting, separate facilities, they're secluded. If it's not a separate facility, maybe it's a wing, a separate wing, just the ninth graders. Not only is it separated, but also that the teachers there are some of the best ones you have on staff. The student-to-teacher ratio needs to be as low as possible, and you need to have an administrator that is used solely for the ninth grade academy. And they will also be in charge of the scheduling of those students, so we can track them on a path for success. When we look at some of the ninth grade courses, we need to make sure that we offer catch-up courses for English and math. If you come in with a below grade level, we may need to have you take a English or math year-long and include an elective credit in there as well, so they don't get they don't fall behind on credits needed. Career exploratory courses, technical classes for those that may go on a different path. And these technical classes should be built around lab-based projects, and that they deal with the occupational specialty that the student is interested in as a profession later on in life. Hopelessness, disengagement, those are the biggest problems for that ninth grader. I'm wasting my time. I'm not going to graduate. There's no need in me graduating. There's nothing here for me. There's no one here for me. They don't care about me. We have to fix that. How do we fix that? Through guidance, through advisors, through support. And where do we get that support? Through the teachers, through a mentoring program. We may need to assign 4 or 5 students to a particular teacher. So each student has a teacher and a counselor they can go to. We need to involve the parents more as educational partners. Keep them in the loop. Don't just have them out there not knowing what's going on. Other supports, tutoring. Have tutoring before school, after school, during school. Study labs. Study labs that could also count as elective credits if they fall behind. And that leads into the credit recovery of this. Online classes or elective classes where you are using the regular instruction, an elective class for English, an elective class for math, so they can strengthen those skills so they can get the credit. When they get the credit, they can go to that next 10th grade level, the 11th grade level. It helps them see the finish line. And that's one of the big things about reducing that hopelessness, that they can't do it. Well, they can do it. And one of the biggest reasons when you talk about that hopelessness is they fail. And we need to start adopting the no-zero policy. And in this no-zero policy, substandard work has to be redone. We will not accept D's or F's. If their work isn't above standard, they need to be given an incomplete. And with that incomplete, they have to remake or redo the work and make sure that work is above state standards. When we do this, however, we need to make sure that one of the problems and why we see substandard work is because of substandard teaching. The lessons have to be engaging. When the teachers have engaging and relevant coursework, then we see better then we see better product from the students. Engaging lessons help increase student motivation. With student motivation becomes pride in their work, better learning, and better quality material. When we look at recreating the ninth grade experience, there's many obstacles. And the general part is if the time, if the resources, if improved instructional techniques and student advisement is not provided, then we're wasting our time. We have to put in the time. During the summer, collaboration with the teachers on content, on assessments, on how we will collaborate and do cross-instructional work with each other. What resources we have, technological techniques that are improved, and also advising the students. We have to do a better job with that. This would help inspire our students, because no matter what we do, if we're not motivating that student, then we're not going to get learning done. And that is a huge area of concern. The effort's continuous. It cannot stop. The teachers are invested throughout the process. And this isn't a semester thing. It isn't a year thing. It is a career thing. And the teachers we have work at this, and also they have a history of succeeding with at-risk students. The 9th grade student, no matter who they are, is the highest at-risk population we have in terms of grade level. And not only do we need quality teachers, but administrators that are flexible in helping support the needs of the 9th grade academy. They understand the academy, they understand its purpose, and they work with the teachers collaboratively. For further information on this, there were a few websites, achieve.org. They are leaders in career and college ready agendas. The Southern Regional Educational Board, which works with the states to improve public education. And through them, there was also literature on high schools that work, the program, and the research that they found. And click on those websites below for that information. And also, there was also an article in Curriculum Leadership by Hugh Campbell, Going the Extra Mile to Smooth the Transition to High Schools. Very, very informational article. And in this, not only are they a 9th grade academy, but this 9th grade academy transitions into a 10th grade academy. So it's not just a 1 year, yeah, you got in a 9th grade, good, see you at graduation. It leads towards that 9th grade as a cohort, and that cohort is together through the 4 years. And I highly recommend you looking at that article. And if there's any other questions, please feel free to talk to me, and I hope you have a good day. And thank you for your time.